My name's Martha Stoumen, and I make Martha Stoumen wines, as you may have guessed. I started making wine back in 2006, worked for other people, kind of a series of 8 years more or less of apprenticeships, and then I started making my own wine in 2014. When I came back to California, my approach wasn't that I was in love with one specific wine style or one specific varietal. My idea was to try to find places where you could grow grapes with the least impact possible environmentally. So while a lot of other people might have been looking for cooler climate or coastal areas, I was actually looking for warmer areas in California. So kind of more Mediterranean, starting kind of where do I want to actually grow grapes in California, and then what grapes are suited to that area is kind of what the thought process. And it ended up being, in these warmer climates, you kind of have to adapt. You can't necessarily grow Pinot Noir there. So I started working with a Sicilian grape, Nero d'Avola, and then just some really kind of classic, not originally from California, but have been in California for many, many, many years, like Zinfandel, Old Vine Zin, Old Vine Carignan, and, kind of making these classic California blends, but with just like a fresh face, a little lower on the alcohol, a little lower on the extraction, really taking for me, the most beautiful parts of Zinfandel, which are like these rhubarb and raspberry characteristics. And so it's been a really fun ride. I think you having a place where people can actually come, like a gathering place, I've heard from people is a really positive thing. So, some Winestyr members I saw at another tasting event, and they were saying that that's how they got introduced to my wine, and they say it's great, and they love being a part of the club, and so, yeah. And then for me, it's also been, from a producer side, I have recommended it to other producers who reached out to me and said, is this something I should do? I see that you're a part of it. I mean, I think there's a lot of online wine clubs, and the space is just going to continue to get more saturated. But what I love about Winestyr is that you really actually choose the producers carefully. And that is the distinguishing factor between, I think, Winestyr and everybody else. So I'm really happy.